So, it's your good friend A.A. Ron. I am a writer and podcaster, born in Germany, raised in St. Louis, currently residing in Kansas City. And I'm here right now to talk about my current situation. So, I was finally approved for the YouTube monetization. Well, the first part of it, where you have to have 3,000 public watch time hours. I didn't get the short views, but the public watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers. So I have that, and then I can get people can gift me, send me gifts and some other things. There's a few perks that you get with that. And then the next step, I have to get to 4,000 public watch time hours so I can start getting paid on every view, right? But that's the long and short of it. But here's the catch. Everything in our world is pay to play. So in order to get paid, I have to connect my Google AdSense account to my YouTube channel, my Chew the Bible YouTube channel, right? Here's the catch though. I have a WordPress site. Right now I do the free option. I have a domain, but I do the free version to where you can go to chewthebible.com or ajy87.com. Then it takes you to this webpress.com site, right? It's like chewthebible.wordpress.com, something like that. All right. So, but I just found out in order to get paid through my Google AdSense account, to have it all connected to my YouTube channel. Some of y'all already lost some of y'all, but some of y'all that are in this world that are monetized on YouTube, that's who I'm hoping finds this video, because maybe you have some tips for me. And I've watched a couple YouTube videos about this, and I'll keep doing some more research. But anyway, and I even have my buddy Clarence. I'll tag him in the video. He's the one that made the Big Back song, Big Back, the CN comedy. He said he got thousands of subscribers, and he still hasn't gotten monetized on YouTube. And this is probably why. Because you have to have it all connected to, well, first of all, you got to make sure your content is all organic. So scrub your account, make sure it's nothing but organic content, meaning that it's not using other people's content and doesn't have third-party ads and all that kind of stuff. Just make it as organic as possible. That's all I can really say. And they tell you some tips on that. I cleared that hurdle. But here's the thing I'm running into. It will cost me about $300. I use WordPress.com, so it's going to cost me like $300 to get a business WordPress account, right? Now, I did some research, and they said I could get a WordPress.org site, but then I have to pay for a host. I used to use BlueHostGator, but I didn't know what I was doing back then. Anyway, I got to get a hosting site with my domain, and then I can transfer everything over to the WordPress.org. And I guess that's like the cheaper route. Or I could just switch over to use a different company other than WordPress. I used to use GoDaddy. Anyway, if anybody has any tips, this video is specifically for those of y'all that have been monetized on YouTube. You're currently monetized on YouTube. You've met the 3,000 public watch time hours or the 4,000 watch time hours. You're getting paid on YouTube with your Google AdSense. Help a brother out. Let me know what domains you all use, and or hosting sites you use. Do you use WordPress.org, or do you just pay the money for WordPress.com, the business option, for $300 a freaking year? I think it's like $40 a month or something like that. I forgot what it broke down to. HBO, Habo, help a brother out. I would love your input, and y'all pray for me, because it feels like every time I jump over a hurdle, there's another hurdle, or you find out how much this game is rigged. As my big bro says, the game is rigged. You can't lose if you don't play. I already get paid for putting my poetry and me reading the Bible and some other, when I read my Bible recordings. If you go to Aaron J. Yancey, I'm working on this project I'm reading Psalms 1 through 150. I just finished Psalm 52 earlier this morning, or yesterday, I should say. So I already get paid through my in my poems and all that, with background and with background music or my instrumentals. I get paid through the publisher. Right now, I just mainly use United Masters, and then I get paid from the MLC, the mechanical licensing folks, and then the BMI. And anything that gets watched on YouTube, I get paid from that, I believe. That's tricky too, because you have to pay extra money. Recently, some distributors make you pay extra money to get paid on that from YouTube. It's like a whole thing, y'all. But all right, scratch that. I'll come back to that. I'm still doing research on that. For those of y'all that are monetized once again on YouTube, HBO, looking forward to hearing what you got to say down in the comments. Peace. And the funny thing is, I just realized I probably should have been saying YT all along in this video. I'm pretty sure TikTok has probably figured out, TT has probably figured out, all these folks saying YT are really referring to YouTube. So, oh well. All right, TikTok. Yes, I'm talking about YouTube because y'all don't really pay me like that on here. So, we'll see what the algorithm does if they punish this video. It's not like I'm right now, I'm just putting up shots because TikTok is really weird. I told somebody, I'm just ranting now. I told somebody the other day, I've seen accounts on here. I think they're bot accounts. I've seen accounts on here that have like 100 followers, TT, and yet their videos consistently have over 1 million views, and these videos are not special at all. So what's really going on? Yet me, real human being over here, I'm making videos that I think are pretty interesting. They're better than these other videos I'm seeing that are getting 1 million views, right? And so, and everyone has all their different opinions and their thoughts and like, share, comment, go from the bottom up, do this, do that. And I'm like, meanwhile, the bots over here are getting millions of views on their videos and have only 100 followers. What's really going on? Some of them only got like 50 followers. So what's really going on here? I feel like I'm close to cracking these codes, but I need some help. All right, last message. Because my main goal in life right now is to get to a point to where I can live off of my writing and my podcasting and not have to come to this job every day. Like, never have to go back to a regular job ever again. And it's a process, right? And we live in a digital world right now where, yes, you can sell physical products. Like, I probably should go ahead and order some more copies of my books and start selling them and setting up a TT store. I don't really want to do all that. I'm really focusing on this streaming game to where the more streams you get, the more money I make. Now, it takes a while. The most I've made from it so far is about $4,000, but I want to get to a point where I'm able to make, even if I can just make even 40 grand a year from my audiobooks. I need to get on Audible. I'm not a huge fan of Audible, but I eventually need to put my stuff on there. That's the next step. I'll stay tuned on that. So if I can get to a point, my first goal is just to really go ahead and hit like 10 grand from streams between YouTube, TikTok, well, not TikTok, YouTube, and then like iTunes, Spotify, anywhere where you stream your stuff, Amazon, and eventually get my stuff up on Audible. Just hit 10 grand, then 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand. Once I hit 40 grand, I'm probably leaving this job. Well, I'll probably hold on to it a little bit longer, but if I can just hit 40 grand, I'm good.